Hey everyone, TimaeuSS, and welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. So this is top 5 mistakes to avoid when you're doing the simulated universe. And I've cleared simulated universe 6, but I've gotten a lot of people asking me, some of the builds and whatnot. Well, I'll release the builds in a separate video, but this is top 5 mistakes to avoid. And honestly, if you avoid these mistakes, you can probably clear this without having to figure out what is the optimal build. So let's get to it. Number 1, alright, not focusing on a certain path. So a lot of people will diversify. So if you look at my blessings right now, pretty much everything I get is in the Hunt's path. Because right now I'm doing Hunt's path for Simulated Universe 6, and it's the one that works best for my team. As I've talked about in the previous video, the other path, the Blessing of the Preservation for your main Fire MC, is probably the best path for most free-to-play players. But for me, I have Seele and Bronya. If you have Seele and Tingyuan, you can also go the Hunt's path. Now, spreading out your path choices is very difficult to do unless you exactly know where you're planning, but for most of the players, the more hunts you get in the same path, the stronger they are, because there will be buffs that calculate how many similar path item you have and then giving you an explosive exponential boost based on that. And of course, the more paths you have, the more resonance formation unlock. First off, when you get 3, I believe, you get this ultimate that you can use, and when you get 6, you can choose another one on top of that to strengthen it. And once you get 10, you can get even more. Alright, so that is very important to do. Now, as we go into the elite, we'll go to point number 2. So what is point number 2? The second mistake that people avoid is not resetting. Okay, people don't reset even though you have the opportunity. And what I mean by that is, let's say this run goes bad. All right, you're in the boss fight, you're fighting the last boss, and you realize you've screwed up, and you feel like you can definitely beat it. So it's very simple. It is very simple. Just simply close the app. Okay, close it. Close the Windows, Alt F4, whatever you have to do, and that's it. That's it. Once you open the app one more time, basically, you'll be able to start right before the fight, whether it be a boss, whether it be elite, without having to restart the whole thing. I've several instances where I've had a fight where I knew I could beat, and I definitely had the correct power-up on the correct path that I have, but I just made a small mistake, whether I'd be tied or whatnot, but I just had to Alt F4 and then restart. So resetting your run when your run goes bad and you can beat it is actually very crucial. And it saves a lot of time, and it saves a lot of testing required as well if you just 1 or 2 turns short of how to optimize the clear. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, don't forget to hit the boxes. I don't think I have any boxes right here at the moment, but there will be plenty of boxes for you around the map to destroy. And when you destroy them, you get these resources. Okay, you get these cosmic fragments that you can use along the way to either buy currencies, buy resonance, or buy blessings. And it's very important that you see every and single one of these breakable boxes and then break them when you can. A lot of people don't do that. I sometimes still forget, but look around the map and there will be curios that make it even better in terms of having more boxes show up, but break all the boxes you can break. Now, two more mistakes to avoid. The fourth one is not upgrading your talent tree. I know this might be, this might be obvious, but people forget. Even if you fail your run or end your run early, you still get currencies. You get ability points. And when you go into ability points, you want to upgrade your ability tree. So as you can see, this is where I am, but all of these ability trees beforehand helps a ton with your clears. You get increased fragments, you get multiple extra blessings to select, you get resonance upgrades, you can select an extra resonance when you reach a certain percentage, and of course things like bonus charge giving you full energy when you start the fight. So they all make a difference. I didn't need it to do my first time clear on World 6, but if you're struggling and you have a weaker team, then this is going to be helping out. And last but not least, speaking of weaker teams, the biggest, I think, mistake people tend to forget is to upgrade your units. I know this sounds obvious, but people level their units. They upgrade. Sometimes they don't upgrade their cone, right, to also level 50, as you can see. But one thing people forget, the relics. You can see for Similar Universe, I +9 my main damage dealer. Everything else like +3, +6, some +9, and +6 for Natasha, and Fire MC +6 and +9. don't worry too much, okay? Just make sure you have the right main stat, and that's all you need to worry about at the beginning. Fire MC, just go for defense percentage. Sele have some speed, okay? Make sure you're getting 160, but with the Hunt's buffs, you'll be above 160. So just 110, 120. Natasha, get some HP, get some defense. And your support, you can get some damage. And I got some defense for survival as well. But make sure you get those correct relics. And these are all free. So by going to the third world, the Shanfu Lozu world, make sure you upgrade and get those free relics, your gears, and upgrade them. And also when you clear world 5 and world 6 along the way, you can open these relics in terms of the middle 2 pieces, and you will be able to upgrade them as well. So you can see this is a not bad one. A lot went into the crit, so you know what, 35% attack with 9% crit is not the worst. Okay, so make sure you spend some resources on upgrading your gear as well. And with all these 5 mistakes, if you avoid, you know, not diverting, not focus on one path, you avoid not resetting your runs and not hitting boxes, avoid not upgrading the talent trees, and avoid not upgrading your gear, avoid all of these mistakes, and you'll have a fantastic time in clearing Simulator Universe. Let me know if this worked for you, and if it did, leave a like, leave a comment, and I hope to see you guys with more guides for the Simulated Universe. Alright, see you guys then. Bye bye.